Welcome back to another episode of Crash Business Labs. I'm your host, Crash, and we are back in the lab to dissect the moves that make the moguls, well, moguls. If you're tired of the same old hustle advice, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about a company that sells caffeine in a blue can, but somehow owns the sky. We're talking Red Bull. I mean, let's just stop and think about that for a second. How does a company that makes soft drinks have a literal space program? You see a guy jumping from the stratosphere, and that logo on his chest isn't a government space agency. It's a beverage company. It just feels like they're playing an entirely different sport than everybody else. And boom, here it is. This is the secret. This is the fundamental shift in thinking that changes absolutely everything. Red Bull figured out a long time ago that they weren't really selling you a drink. They were selling you a feeling. They're in the business of awe. So to really get how they pulled this off, we gotta look at what they didn't do. They took the standard marketing playbook, the one that basically every other company on the planet uses, and they threw it right in the trash. Let's be real, nobody actually likes commercials, right? They're an interruption. They get in the way of the show you're trying to watch, they clog up the article you're trying to read. Red Bull understood this on a deep level. They saw that traditional ads are just annoying. And this question right here is the billion-dollar idea. It's a total game changer. Instead of shelling out millions of dollars to interrupt what people actually want to see, they just asked a simple question. Wait a minute, what if we just became the show ourselves? And that one got is what sparked the whole Red Bull media house. You can really see the two mindsets laid out plain as day here. You've got the old way, pay a ton of money to interrupt people. And then you have the Red Bull way. Invest that money to create something so awesome that people go out of their way to watch it. And when I say show, I'm not kidding. We're talking about incredible, high production value documentaries, actual magazines, and yeah, sponsoring some of the most insane stunts in human history, like the Stratos jump. They didn't just put their logo on a Formula One car, they bought two entire teams. The spectacle always comes before the product. So what happens is, by the time you actually lay eyes on that can of Red Bull in a store, it's not just a can anymore. It's been totally transformed in your mind. You're not just buying a sugary drink, you're buying into that whole world of adventure and adrenaline. You're buying a ticket. Okay, that's all fascinating. For a massive corporation, I get it. But here's where we bring it back to the lab. Here's where it gets interesting for you and me. We can take this exact same strategy and apply it to our own lives, specifically to how we build our networks. Now, I think most of us, if we're being honest, are guilty of this. It's called transactional networking. It's when you only pop into someone's inbox or their DMs when you need something, a job, an introduction, a favor. You only call when you want to make a withdrawal. This is just the perfect way to describe it, isn't it? When you only reach out to ask for stuff, you become a human pop-up ad, an interruption. And just like with a bad commercial, after a while, people start to get that little feeling of dread when they see your name show up on their phone. And check it out, it's the exact same parallel as before. You can be the interruption, the person who only shows up to ask for favors. Or you can be the main event, the person who shows up to give value first and foremost. So how do we actually do this? The good news is, it doesn't involve a spacesuit or a Formula One team. Here are 3 super simple, really powerful moves you can start making, like today, to build your own personal media house. All right, let's run the plays. First up, the play. Find an amazing article or podcast that's relevant to a mentor or a contact and just send it to them. The key is no ask. Just a note saying, hey, saw this and thought of you. That's it. Next, the move. Be a connector. Think about 2 people in your network who could benefit from knowing each other and make a quality introduction. And finally, the win. Host something. It doesn't have to be a huge party. It can be a simple coffee meetup, a small dinner, or even a Zoom call, just to get smart people together sharing ideas. You see the pattern here? The whole philosophy is this. You've got to give away your best content for free. And your content? That's your energy, it's your network of connections, it's your unique insights and ideas. You put that value out into the world consistently without keeping score. And this is where the real magic kicks in. Because when the day comes that you do need to make an ask, you need a piece of advice, an introduction, some help, you're not cold calling a stranger. You're not even asking a casual acquaintance. You're asking a fan. You're asking someone who's already seen the value you bring to the table and is happy to help you win. So let's bring it all home. The big lesson from Red Bull isn't really about marketing or extreme sports. It's a totally different way of thinking about getting and keeping people's attention.
So the mission, should you choose to accept it, is this. Stop being a human advertisement. Stop interrupting people's days with requests. It's time to stop thinking in transactions.
Instead, you gotta start building your own show. Be so generous, so helpful, and so insightful that people are actually excited to see your name pop up. Give value, give more value, and keep giving value until people can't help but pay attention. That's the lesson for today, Lab family. Stop asking for transactions and start building your media house. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Crash Business Labs. If you're gonna do something today, make it legendary. Stay dangerous, we're out.